On a bright and windy day from San Bruno, we welcome you inside Tom Lara Field as the San Francisco Seagulls are playing host to the Alameda Merchants. Seagulls coming off a two-game road trip in which they lost 10-2 in Sonoma and 14-8 in Walnut Creek, although there were some positives from that Walnut Creek game, mainly the fact that they got 3 home runs, one from Lamoth, one from Gilbreth, and one from George Schmidt. Gilbreth back in the cleanup spot today, and Johnny, this is the start of the final homestand of the season for San Francisco.
Yes, it is, and we're nearing the end of the season, so there has been a couple changes with the lineup. Although Feliciano, Davis Gurman, and Gilbert don't have the prettiest averages, but they've been getting on base the past couple games they've started in, such as Feliciano has 6 hits in his last 7 games, which is the most he's had in any stretch. Davis Gurman has 11 hits in his last 11 games and has reached on base 10 out of 11 times. And then Jacob Gilbreth currently has a 5-game hit streak, but he also holds a 10-game on-base streak. So those are just some of the couple players in his lineup tonight that have been improving towards the end of the season.
Yeah, Gilbreth has been smoking the ball. He kind of got robbed by the large left field here in San Bruno. He hit a couple of deep fly balls that didn't get out, and yesterday he took full advantage of the dimensions at Monte Vista High School, hitting a 3-run shot. So he's definitely very deserving of the cleanup spot today. Emilio Feliciano also batting second for the second day in a row. He got 3 hits in Walnut Creek, and what's funny is that the hardest ball he hit was a lineout, so he's also been smoking the ball. The Seagulls are going to try to finish the season on a high note in this 3-game homestand. They play the Merchants today, the Crawdads tomorrow, and then the Menlo Park Legends on Saturday to finish off the season. They're going to be facing Peyton Robidoux on the mound for the Merchants. He's got a 7.45 ERA and 9 2/3 innings. So, Johnny, chance to right the ship for the Seagulls at home.
Yeah, so for tonight you have Finn Welling starting for them. It'll be the second time he faced the Merchants. Went 1.2 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 8 runs, and 8 earned. But today's a new day, so hopefully he'll be able to turn things around. Although Robidoux, the last 3 appearances, has been doing a great job in 5 innings pitched. Allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, and allowed 3 strikeouts. But as we mentioned earlier, the Seagulls did turn things around. Since last night, they've been on a roll with the hitting, so we'll see if they could do any damage to Robidoux on his hot appearances so far he's had.
Yeah, hopefully the game yesterday against the Crawdads, although it was a loss, hopefully they can continue the good offense from that game into today. You mentioned Whalen's last outing against the Merchants. It didn't go well for him, but what was so strange is he was getting ahead in counts. It was just the Merchants string what felt like a million 2-strike hits together, so kind of a fluky bad outing if you ask me. Whalen was the Seagulls' opening day starter, so they have a lot of faith in him. He will be on the mound facing the Merchants, and we're going to pause and take a break here as the national anthem coming up shortly.
Number 1, Bryce Brooks. And pitching tonight for your San Francisco Seagulls, number 14, Finn Whalen. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Play ball.
So as we mentioned, Finn Whalen on the bump for the Seagulls. The lineup for the Merchants he's going to be facing looks like this. It's going to be Zach Lewis leading off and playing second. Isaiah Landry bats second and plays center. Kyle Axer, the shortstop, hits third. Fabian Gomez DHing and batting cleanup. Then it's Angelo Luna, the first baseman and fifth place hitter. Kyle Sander plays left and bats sixth, followed by Jet Guevara, the right fielder making his Merchants debut. Benji O'Rourke plays catcher and bats eighth, and Nico Rodriguez will play third and bat last. As we mentioned for Finn Whalen, maybe an outing he'd like to forget last time he faced the Merchants, but he's got all the talent in the world. He's always capable of putting up a good outing. The Seagulls will rely on him to start this homestand off right. The Seagulls playing the Merchants for the sixth time this year. They beat the Merchants in the home opener 5-4, but have lost the next four matchups against them. Merchants currently fourth in the CCL North with a record of 11-16. Seagulls in sixth place at 6-28. So here we go. Zach Lewis walking up to the plate, ready to lead off this ball game and start the final homestand of the year for the Seagulls. Lewis hitting at .216 on the summer, .693 OPS, no home runs, 3 runs driven in. Looks like we've got an issue with third base. I don't think it's all the way planted in its spot.
Looks like they still have some dirt inside the hole that you insert the base in.
Johnny, have you ever seen a base delay to start off a game?
Not in all my years, but, you know, baseball is a wacky sport, so you're bound to see something for the first time soon.
See, Joe Stidel, one of the Seagulls pitchers who started yesterday, is down there jumping up and down on top of the base. Evidently, it's still not fully in place.
Maybe they should try to get a pick. Try to get some of the leftover dirt that's in there.
So first pitch is scheduled for 6:05. It's currently 6:04. So we may have a bit of a delay while we try to get third base fully situated.
And there goes Mark, the general manager, to see if he can handle this situation real quick.
Home plate umpire also making her way over there. How many Seagulls does it take to screw in a third base? Well, we certainly haven't had any issues with the bases at Tom Lara Field throughout the season.
Sure did have a good amount of umpire meetings, though. That's the one thing.
I mean, if there's dirt in the bottom of that little hole that they have to put it in, they're going to swap second and third base.
Yeah, sometimes these diamonds do have bases for specific spots, but it looks like they had the second and third mixed up.
Let's see, is this going to work? Looks good to me. Hey, everybody's walking away, so we fixed the base dilemma.
Hopefully we get things rolling soon, because if you're the starting pitcher, you don't want to get out of your groove after just finishing your warm-up pitches.
Yeah, I don't think it was a long enough delay to have too much of an impact. So Zach Lewis once again making his way to the plate. All bases seem to be good. Mark Caviglia, the manager, heading back to the dugout. Uh-oh, there's a ball down the left field line in fair territory. And now A.J. Hurtado's going to run down and pick it up. Oh, man, this game does not want to start.
It's been quite a start so far. We haven't thrown one pitch yet.
All right, is the first pitch going to finally happen? Whalen from the windup. Here it is. In the dirt, ball one. That bounced in the left-handed batter's box.
This will be Zach Lewis's third time facing the Seagulls. He's currently 2 for 6.
1-0. Foul back, strike one. Whalen has been mostly a starter this year. This will be his 10th game overall and his 7th start. As we mentioned, he started opening day. He's got the most starts on the Seagulls. He's thrown 27 and a third innings, has an ERA of 9.55. Now here comes his 1-1. Breaking ball swing and a miss by Lewis. Chased one way inside. Probably not where Whalen wanted to put that one, but it works out. So he's ahead in the count, 1-2. Alan Ramirez, the third baseman, playing pretty close to the line. Outfield, a very slight shift on Lewis. Now the 1-2. Line drive towards the middle. Brooks fields it on a hop. The long throw from the middle is not in time to get Lewis. He runs it out. Nice job by Brooks to even get to that ball, but it was too far away to get Lewis.
And Lewis was out in front of that pitch, hit it on the tip of the bat, and hit it just far enough out of the second baseman's reach. But with his speed, he was able to beat out that throw. But nonetheless, that was a great play.
A for effort, certainly, for Bryce Brooks. Now here comes Isaiah Landry. Whalen's first pitch to him. Breaking ball, fouled off to the right and out of play. Landry having an amazing summer. He's hitting .351, an .869 OPS, one home run that was against the Seagulls in Alameda earlier this year. Whalen comes set and pitches. Fastball in there, strike two.
This will be Landry's 5th game against the Seagulls. He's currently 8 for 20 as well. He's been having a great summer against them.
Definitely a reason he's batting second. Here's the 0-2. Outside for ball one. Landry, a tough guy to strike out. Only 10 Ks in 19 games. Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt, ball two. So Whalen goes ahead 0-2 and throws 2 pitches out of the strike zone. This one's going to have to be a little bit closer. There's a ton of room on the right side of the infield. Bryce Brooks at second playing close to the bag. While holding the runner on first, that's Lewis. 2-2. Landry takes up high, so after going ahead 0-2, Landry works the count full.
Looks like the Seagulls defense has the pull shift on them.
And Gurman in center playing just to the left of straightaway. Payoff pitch. Line drive down the right field line, but it's going to curl foul.
And just as you mentioned, Landry is a tough strikeout. He only struck out once against the Seagulls.
Whalen comes set. Try it again on 3-2. Just missed down and away for ball 4. So the first 2 merchants of the game have reached against Whalen.
Great pitch by Whalen. Just missed on the outside portion of the plate. But that was an even better take by Landry as well.
Gotta imagine a lot of hitters would swing at that pitch on 3-2. Nice take from Landry. Brings up Kai Laxa. Whalen in a jam in the first. He throws. Laxa fouls off a breaking ball. Strike one. Laxa hitting at .267 on the summer. 2 home runs. One of them was against the Seagulls in the first inning of the home opener. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt. Ball 1. And for Laxa, whenever you can hit a ball out of Tom Lara Field as a right-handed hitter, you've done something special. The 1-1. Breaking ball is high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Kai Laxa. Whalen throws. Outside for ball 3. This game started with an infield single by Zach Lewis. Then Isaiah Landry went down 0-2, ended up drawing a walk. Now it's 3-1 to Kai Laxa. And the pitch. That's in there, strike 2. So back-to-back full counts. Alexa's going to have to be willing to swing the bat. 16 pitches, no outs yet in this first inning for Whalen. Here he comes. High pop foul off the backstop. I just swung at ball 4 there. So Whalen flips the ball back to the dugout. Lewis at second, Landry at first. How about a good old-fashioned triple play? Why not? Set by Whalen. And the pitch. Laxa takes ball 4. Wasn't all that close. Now the Merchants have the bases loaded with nobody out.
Had back-to-back full counts to Lakesa and Landry, and they both resulted in walks. But that just shows how patient these Alameda Merchant hitters are being early on in this game. Bringing up that pitch count, and if things continue this way, they're going to force Mark to make some moves for the bullpen.
So bases loaded, nobody out with Fabian Gomez at the plate. First pitch. Swinging a fly ball left field, medium deep. AJ Hurtado will be there. We'll see if Lewis tags. The catch is made. Here comes Lewis. The throw in is cut off by Ramirez. It's a sac fly. It's the first out, but it's also the first run.
Any out helps at this point. Good job by Hurtado by not trying to throw him out at home base, but instead he threw him at third base. And now they only got runners on first and second. Still have the chance for an inning double play.
For 44, Angelo Luna. If Luna strikes out, hot dogs will be half off the rest of the inning.
So Angelo Luna at the plate. Whalen against Luna. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Luna hitting at .296 with the Merchants this summer in only 32 plate appearances. Landry at second. Laxa at first.
Luna's currently 1 for 1, and this is his second game against the Seagulls. Sitting on a 3-game hit streak at the moment as well.
Runners go! Pitch is chopped over the glove of Whalen. Brooks charging. He will throw to first, and it goes away. The runners hold, however. Or did it go out of play? Now the ball must have gone into the Seagulls dugout, so that means one run will score, and up to third goes Laxa.
Even if Brooks made a good throw, that still would have been a bang-bang play. I mean, at that point, if it's that close, you're better off just holding on to it and having bases loaded. But now another run comes in to score. Well, I love the effort by Brooks, though.
Again, a nice job by him to get to the ball. Throw was not on the mark. So now here's Kyle Sandner. Sandner takes up high for ball 1. Seagulls already playing from behind. 2-0 the score in the first with second and third, 1 out.
After that throw error, Isaiah Landry comes in to score.
The 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. So 2-0 the count to Sandner, as Whalen's now up to 23 pitches. Here it comes. Sandner swings and misses, strike 1. Well, the only ball the Merchants have hit out of the infield in this inning was the sac fly by Fabian Gomez. An infield single, 2 walks, and an error. That's how they've got their men on. Corners in for San Francisco. 2-1. In the dirt, nice block by Ethan Lopez. And it's 3-1 now.
Kyle Sanders currently 6 for 15 with 4 RBIs against the Seagulls this summer. This is a very dangerous hitter with runners on second and third and only 1 out.
He's hitting 282 with the 7.52 OPS overall this summer. Now Whalen with a 3-1. Lifted foul on the right field line and out of play. Fastball's been pretty nice for Whalen in this inning. Gotten some whiffs, some foul balls. See if he goes back to it on a full count to Sandner.
This would be his 3rd full count in his inning alone. Both resulted in walks, so hopefully this is a different result.
Does have a base open. And he does walk Sandner. Did throw the fastball, but it was well outside. The Merchants once again have the bases loaded. So Cage Casconi will go out for a mound visit. 6 Merchants have come to the plate. Only 1 has been retired. That was a sac fly by Fabian Gomez. Whalen still 1 swing away from getting out of this, but also 1 swing away from Merchants starting to run away with it early.
Yeah, you said it correctly. It is a scary situation, but as you mentioned, it is still early. You're doing what you can to limit the damage early on. Double play would be helpful here, or at least getting 1 out would help a lot as well.
This is going to be Jet Guevara at the plate, making his first appearance with the Merchants this summer. He's a 2026 graduate of Heritage High School out in Brentwood. Coming up for the first time with the bases loaded. He swings and misses at the first pitch in the dirt. Guevara, this past year, his senior year at Heritage, hit .438 with a 10.62 OPS and 1 home run. 0-1 from Whalen. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 2. So after getting Guevara to chase on 0-2, this pitch certainly does not need to be anywhere near the zone. Here it comes. Fastball. Strike 3 called. Exactly what Whalen was pitching for.
Big pitch by Whalen, got a big out. Not only they have 2 outs, bases loaded, all he needs is 1 more out to get out of this inning.
Now you start thinking 2 runs in the first inning really isn't all that bad. They got to get through Benji O'Rourke first.
Benji O'Rourke's currently through for 11 against the Seagulls, making this his 5th game against them.
He takes this one for a called strike 1. A lot of movement on that pitch from Whalen. Overall in the summer, O'Rourke's hitting .204. No home runs, 6 driven in. The 0-1. In the dirt, Lopez blocks it, and the runners will hold. It's a nice job by Lopez to keep that one close.
Yeah,
Doesn't end up doing any damage.
that breaking pitch was thrown in the other's batter box, and with that side spin, could have skipped even farther, but he got in front of it just in time.
Bases loaded, 2 down for Benji O'Rourke. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Whalen up to 32 pitches in this first inning. Trying to retire O'Rourke and limit the damage. Here it comes. Outside and off the glove of Lopez. Once again, the runners hold. It took a friendly bounce off that backstop that is not far away from home plate here at Tom Lara Field. So 2-2 now. Outfielders playing pretty shallow with O'Rourke at the plate. Two-two pitch. He got him looking. So Alameda leaves the bases loaded. They get 2, but it could have been a lot worse. Seagulls coming up. Bottom of the first inning now. Seagulls going to be facing Peyton Robidoux, and their lineup looks like this. AJ Hurtado leads off, plays left field. Then it's Feliciano, Gurman, and Gilbreth. Shortstop, center field, and DH. Alan Ramirez plays third and bats fifth, and it's Cade Heflin, the right fielder, batting sixth. Tanner Wall playing first today, gets a start in the seventh spot. Ethan Lopez, the catcher, bats eighth. Then it's Bryce Brooks playing second and batting ninth. For Peyton Robidoux, his stats on the summer, this is going to be his sixth game overall, only his second start, and in 9 2/3 innings, he's got a 7.45 ERA and 1.55 WHIP.
Now up to the plate, leading off for the Seagulls, number 38, AJ Hurtado.
So AJ Hurtado leading things off for San Francisco. First pitch, drills him.
Seen that plenty of times by Hurtado.
He's kind of the king of getting hit by pitches. Leads the team now with 11 bean balls on the season.
And doesn't help that he's also a catcher as well, so he's always getting banged up by the ball this summer.
Kind of feels like catchers get hit more often just because they're used to taking a beating behind the plate. Now here's Feliciano, and he takes the first pitch for a called strike. Feliciano had a really nice day with the bat yesterday against Walnut Creek. Picked up 3 hits. Also had a line out to center that felt like it was hit harder than any of his base hits.
That's all you can do as an offensive player, just hit it as hard as you can.
This is a breaking ball that misses high to Feliciano. Not where Robidoux wanted to put that. Seagulls trying to answer after the Merchants' 2-run first inning.
Feliciano is still looking for his first hit against the Merchants.
1-1. Line drive down the left field line, but foul.
That was a great swing by Feliciano. Just got out in front of that one just a tad. Although in his last 6 games, he does have 7 hits. That's the most this summer in a 7-game span.
He hit that ball, Johnny, 95 miles an hour.
It's a great barreled up pitch right there. That's Feliciano's been on it.
That's one of the hardest hit balls we've seen by a Seagull at any point this year. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes. Swinging a pop-up foul off the backstop. Hurtado, by the way, 3 for 5 in stolen bases this year.
Looks like the Seagulls were trying to pull off a hit and run. Let's see what they try to pull off this time around.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Feliciano. The pitch. Inside, and that one hits him. So the first 2 Seagulls of the game get drilled, and it's a rally for free here in the bottom of the first.
Robidoux trying to locate that fastball in on these Seagulls hitters, but it's hit him on back-to-back appearance and back-to-back at-bats. But the Seagulls will take it as they have runners on first and second with no outs.
It's set up from one of their most talented hitters, Davis Gurman. Hitting at 260 on the summer, a 7.64 OPS, 2 home runs. Really great power-speed combo. Certainly capable of tying this game or giving the Seagulls the lead.
All he has to do in this situation is just get a productive at-bat here.
First pitch is down low with a breaking ball. Nice leave by Gurman, who smoked a double against Walnut Creek yesterday. I feel like he's got the loudest hits of anybody on the Seagulls. 1-0. Fastball, ground ball to short. Laxa will go to second for 1. On to first. Double play. Oh, man, that's the first time Gurman has grounded into a double play this year.
Now up to bat, number 22, Jacob Gilbreth.
Very unfortunate for the Seagulls, but all you can do is just put the ball in play and see where it goes. It was hit pretty decently hard, but just right at the shortstop.
Hit so hard that Gurman, who runs well, wasn't able to beat it out. So now here's Gilbreth with Hurtado at third, now 2 down. Pitch inside, almost the third hit batter of the inning, but Gilbreth gets out of the way. He hit a 3-run home run in Danville yesterday that gave the Seagulls at the time a 5-2 lead. Here's the 1-0. Inside, no, but called a strike. That one must have just caught the corner, so 1-1 to Gilbreth. One. Gilbreth swings and misses. Strike 2. His home run yesterday kind of felt like karmic justice after he had a couple balls in the last homestand that looked like they were going to get out, but stayed in the large left field here in San Bruno. 1-2 the count. Here it comes. Up high at 87 miles an hour from Robidoux. Hurtado and Feliciano both got drilled to open up this inning, then Gurman grounded into a double play. Hurtado now at third with 2 down. And the pitch. Inside, and that's the third Seagull to be hit in this inning. Fortunately for Gilbreth, it was a breaking ball.
Taking advantage of that elbow pad. Had a couple inches from his elbow, but luckily for him, it hit it, and now they got runners on first and third.
That's wild. I don't know if I've seen 3 hit batters in one inning at any level of baseball. Robidoux still yet to dial in the command. He's going to be facing Alan Ramirez. First pitch to him. Up high for ball 1. Good power and speed with Ramirez in the box. Here's the 1-0. Runner goes. And he pops it up. Right side of the diamond. Foul territory. Does Luna have a play? No. Lands near the Seagulls dugout. So Ramirez will have new life.
It looks like Luna was trying to look for the fence and trying to find the ball at the same time. But thankfully went in the favor of the Seagulls as he was not able to find the fence.
And it sounded to me like it landed on the dirt. But evidently not able to make the catch. Here's the 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. One, 2. Ramirez hits a drive to left field. Going back on the ball. Sandner still going back. This one's off the bottom of the wall on a bounce. And it stays. No, it bounces over the fence. It hit the top of the wall and then bounced over. So that's bad luck. As Gilbreth almost certainly would have scored from first if it stayed in. He will be returned to third.
What a break for the Merchants. If that ball would have bounced off the wall, who knows how many runs would have came in with that.
It really looked like it stayed in play initially, but with the mesh fence, it's kind of hard to tell. So give Ramirez 1 RBI, his 7th of the summer. And now here's Cade Heflin. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Heflin two games ago hit a moonshot in Sonoma. Also ripped a pinch hit single yesterday. The 0-1. Swing and a drive to center field. Landry moving a couple steps back. He's under it, and he's got it. So Heflin hits it hard, but nothing to show for it. A run in for the Seagulls, but 2 left on base. 2-1 as we go to the second.
Seagulls fans, every great athlete has unique strengths. Every great student does too. That's why we're proud to recognize Charles Armstrong School, a Bay Area leader in educating students with dyslexia and related learning differences. Located in Belmont, Charles Armstrong School helps students unlock their potential through research-based, individualized instruction designed to build confidence, skills, and a lifelong success. At Armstrong, students discover that learning differently is a strength, not a limitation. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, outstanding arts and athletics programs, and a supportive community, students are empowered to thrive both in the classroom and beyond. If you're looking for a school where students are understood, challenged, and celebrated, learn more today at charlesarmstrong.org.
Top of the second inning now. A lot of offense early in this one. Both teams combined 3 runs and 5 men left on base. Here's Nico Rodriguez. Finn Whalen looking for better fortunes here than in the first. First pitch to Rodriguez is called a strike. Now the 0-1. Just off the outside. That looks pretty similar to the first one. But called the ball. So 1-1 now to the 9th place hitter and third baseman. Next one. Down and in for ball 2. So 2-1 now, here it is. Just inside for ball 3.
Those aren't bad locations by Will, and he's just missing the plate.
It's literally like who won the '85 World Series? Was it? I say that, and you're just like Padres, Cardinals, Tigers, Cubs, and then see if someone answers.
3-1. Fastball drilled to deep right field. Heflin, a couple steps away from the wall, puts it away for the first out.
Rodriguez tried to pull a fastball that was up and away, but just got a bit of the tip of the bat right there and was a lazy pop out to the right fielder.
Definitely big to get the leadoff man out. Now the lineup card turns over for Zach Lewis.
Lewis did get a single and scored back in the first inning.
First pitch to him here. Fastball outside for ball 1. Lewis led off the game with a single, as you said, but it was not hit all that hard, just an infield hit that Bryce Brooks wasn't able to get a throw off. The 1-0. Line drive to Brooks again, and this time he puts it away for the second out.
Yeah, you said that correctly. The hits in the first inning weren't really hit as hard. They were just hitting the right areas of the infield. Bryce Brooks tried to make a running throw to get the out at first base, but ended up throwing it away, which how another run came in, but nonetheless, that was probably the hardest hit ball by Lewis right now.
So now here's Landry. Whalen's first pitch is a fastball, swung on and missed, strike 1. I think that happens when it's like on the bleachers though. It just happens. 0-1. Fastball off the outside for ball 1. On 1 pitch now. Breaking ball inside. Just missed the zone by a couple inches according to TrackMan. So 2-1 now to Landry. The pitch. Fastball misses down and away for ball 3, and Landry, who went down 0-2 in the first inning and ended up drawing a walk, putting together another nice plate appearance here. 3-1 pitch. Fastball lifted in the air to center field. Gurman a couple steps back towards the left center gap. He's there, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So Finn Whalen gets through the Merchants lineup 1, 2, 3 in the top of the second. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Seagulls when we come back.
Number 37, Tanner Wall.
Bottom of the second inning now. Tanner Wall to lead off for San Francisco. Wall against Robidoux. Pitch. That's ball down low for ball 1. Wall playing first base today in the absence of Christian Lamoth. And the 1-0. Ground ball towards the middle. Robidoux's got it. He will run towards first and underhand in time for the first out.
Off the bat, number 30, Ethan Lopez.
So now Ethan Lopez comes to the plate. Catcher and 8th place hitter today. First pitch is a changeup. In there for strike 1.
This will make Ethan Lopez's 27th games played, batting .200 with 1 home run and 10 RBIs.
This one swung on a miss. His 1 home run, though, was really exciting. A grand slam against Menlo Park. Deep left field here in San Bruno. So no balls, 2 strikes. Robidoux deals. High fly ball, shallow right. Coming in on the ball, Guevara. And he makes the catch on the run for the second out.
Seagulls currently don't have any strikeouts, but they are getting some weak contact. Although back in the first inning, they did have the opportunity to do some damage. With Robidoux missing on the inside pitches, they could have took advantage of that by getting on the plate a little bit more, forcing him to throw outside, but now he has 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second.
And Bryce Brooks the batter. And he takes a fastball low for ball 1. Well, so far, both pitchers' outings have looked similar. Long, laborious first innings, and so far, quick second. 1-0. Brooks takes another fastball. This one's in there. Brooks 4 for 26 on the summer, but with a .313 on-base percentage. 1-1. Swinging a tapper to the right side, fielded by Luna. Brooks runs well. The flip to first is just in time to get him hustling down the line. And it's a 1-2-3 second inning. Still 2-1 as we move to the third.
Fans, while the Seagulls are keeping the field spotless, who's keeping your home looking its best? For 3 generations, AWC Air Duct and Window Cleaning has been helping Bay Area families see the difference. Family owned and operated since 1946, AWC was founded by Frank Frediani, carried on by his son Ron, and today is proudly operated by Ron, Carol, Joe, and Danielle Frediani. Whether it's crystal clear windows, cleaner air ducts, or helping your home shine from top to bottom, AWC's experienced team delivers quality service with the same values they've built their reputation on for nearly 80 years. Reliability, professionalism, and exceptional customer care. They show up on time, treat your home with respect, and leave it cleaner than they found it. When you want a clear view and clearer air, trust the family that's been serving the Bay Area since 1946. Visit www.bayareawindowcleaning.com to schedule a free in-person consultation. AWC Air Duct and Window Cleaning, 3 generations of service, 1 commitment to excellence.
Third inning is upon us from San Bruno. It's going to be Kyle Axel leading off against Whalen. Looking to pick up where he left off with that 1-2-3 second inning. He's retired 5 merchants in a row. First pitch. Laxa takes strike 1. Perfectly placed on the black by Whalen. 0-1. Breaking ball in there, strike 2.
Finn Whalen has certainly turned the page from the first inning and threw a whopping 34 pitches. And back in the second, went 3 up, 3 down. And now he has Laxa 0-2.
Fouled off to the right and out of play. So Laxa staying alive. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for Alameda in this third inning. Another 0-2. Swung on and laced foul up the third base line. 92 miles an hour off the bat. Laxa, not a big guy, only 5'10". He can pack a punch. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball line to center field. On comes Gurman. Still coming, and he makes the running catch. Man, how many times have we seen that this year? Davis Gurman showing off the range in center field for out number 1.
And the good thing about Gurman is that he's been getting great reads and great jumps whenever the ball is hit to him or hit away from him. And especially with his wind spinning towards left field, that ball was turning a little bit more towards that side, but nonetheless, he did a great job on that play.
It's very difficult center field here with the infield diamond on the far side, but Gurman's done a great job this summer. Now the first pitch to Fabian Gomez misses outside. 1-0 the count. Gomez knocked in the first run of this game on a sac fly in the first. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Very breezy evening here in San Bruno. Haven't had to deal with the wind a ton this year, but it's picking up tonight. 1-1. Swinging a tapper foul. Like it got a piece of Ethan Lopez. So Whalen ahead in the count, 1-2. To the DH, Fabian Gomez. Here's the pitch. Outside. A lot of movement on that one, but Gomez able to lay off.
Fabian Gomez got things started for the Merchants with the sac fly back in the first inning, bringing in Zach Lewis.
2-2 pitch. Swinging another tapper foul. But Gomez putting up a little bit of a battle against Whalen.
Yeah, it looks like Gomez was expecting a fastball, but got an off-speed down and away.
Shadows might be starting to play a little bit of a factor. There's some variance in the shadows between the mound and home plate right now. 2-2 pitch again. Outside, and the count goes full. 84 miles an hour from Whalen.
Now for Whalen, this is not the count you want to be in. The last 3 times he was in a full count, resulted in a walk.
See what happens here. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on him. 3rd strikeout of the evening.
Hot dog batter, number 44, Angelo.
That is 7 straight batters retired for Whalen. He's doing a great job turning the page. Back in the first inning, had a rough start, but now things have certainly turned around, only being down by 1. This is something the Seagulls need, is to have Whalen lock in and do what he can do.
So here's Luna. First pitch from Whalen. Fastball. Way behind on it was Luna for strike 1.
Luna, his first time around, hit it weakly to Bryce Brooks, but would have been a bang-bang play with his speed, and Brooks ended up throwing it away.
The 0-1. Up high for ball 1. So 1-1 the count. Whalen delivers. Luna hits a line drive to short, picked out of the air by Feliciano. That will end the inning. Another 1-2-3 frame for Finn Whalen. 2-1 Seagulls, halfway through 3.
Now batting, number 38, AJ Hurtado.
Bottom of the 3rd inning now. It's kind of been a tale of 2 innings for the Seagulls. In the first, they scored 1, brought 6 men to the plate. In the second, they went 3 up, 3 down. Maybe they can kind of continue an odd-numbered inning streak here. Down a run against the Merchant starter, Peyton Robidoux. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hurtado out in front of a changeup.
The issue Robidoux had back in the first was locating that pitch in. Anytime he did throw it in that location, it was a hit by pitch.
He plunked 3 Seagulls in the first inning. The 0-1. In the dirt, got a piece of the umpire. Looked like in the right thigh. The dangers of being an umpire. So 1-1 the count. And the Merchants left fielder Sander has been playing pretty shallow all game. 1-1. Hurtado laces this one off the pitcher Robidoux. He does a backflip, or a backward somersault rather, and Hurtado will reach first.
It either got him low on the ankle or just on the bottom of that cleat. Very scary though for the pitcher, because that might have been his planting leg. And that's the last thing you want, is getting hit on that.
So they're talking about Robidoux on the mound. He looks to be okay as the mound meeting has dispersed.
It did sound like it got a cleat, though. It didn't sound like anything hit the bone. But Hurtado's been doing a great job in the leadoff spot. Back in the first, he did reach first base with the hit by pitch, so he's certainly doing his job so far in this game.
So now here's Feliciano, who was one of 3 Seagulls to get plunked in the first inning.
That was a good one.
And also, Hurtado is not afraid to steal a bag. He's currently 3 for 5.
Feliciano takes the first pitch down low from Robidoux, who didn't even throw any warm-up pitches after getting drilled by that line drive. So Hurtado at first. Pitch to Feliciano. Inside, almost got him again. So 2 balls and no strikes. A lot of room on the right side of the diamond with Luna holding Hurtado on the base.
Someone did. I forgot who.
2-0 pitch. Down low, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. We'll see what Feliciano does. He takes strike 1. Ooh, according to TrackMan, that should have been ball 4. A friendly pitcher's call on 3-0. So Feliciano back in the box. And the pitch. That one's definitely ball 4. So Feliciano on base for the second time. That brings up the Canuck, Davis Gurman.
Davis Gurman scorching right to the shortstop. But that's all you can do as a baseball player. Same situation he was in back in the first inning. Runners on first and second. No outs.
Yeah, the 2 Coppin State guys, Hurtado and Feliciano on base. Gurman shows bunt and takes it outside. That's the first time I've seen Gurman squirt a bunt all season long. Eagles do love the bunt, but Gurman, one of their best power hitters, almost always swinging away. See what happens on this 1-0.
Not a bad idea. 1 out moves him over.
Squares again and gets it down. Robidoux off the mound will throw to first in time. So Gurman does his job, and the Seagulls will have 2 men in scoring position.
Now to bat, number 22, Jacob Gilbert.
Great bump by Gurman. Hit it just far enough from the pitcher where he had to take a couple steps and not able to turn a double play. And now they got 1 out with runners on second and third. Base hit could bring in 2.
A good spot for the Seagulls, 2 in scoring position, and one of their hottest hitters at the plate in Jacob Gilbreth. Merchants have brought the infield in. First pitch. Swing on a ground ball, foul off the Merchants dugout.
I think that makes that sound when the mic is like moving against them.
Now it looks like the Merchants are playing with the infield in early on in this game. We're only in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
So no balls, 1 strike. Gilbreth trying to tie it or give the Seagulls the lead. The pitch. Up high for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to Jacob Gilbreth. Here it comes. Gilbreth pops it. Foul and out of play.
Great pitch to swing at if you're Gilbert. They're looking for anything up at this point. With the infield in, the last thing you want to do is hit it on the ground only because they're playing right on the grass, but look for anything up at this point. But now you have to swing at anything near the zone. Do what you can to put it in play.
1-2. Gilbreth hits a ground ball to third. Rodriguez fields it. He will throw to first. Hurtado scores, and the game is tied. Rodriguez, for a moment, looked like he was going to throw home. It would have been close if he did. Jacob Gilbert doing his job, putting the ball in play, and it's a 2-2 ball game.
Yeah, even if Rodriguez threw it home, it would have been a very close play. And if he ended up being saved, they'll have runners on first and third with only one out. But now with his great defensive knowledge, he's able to get the second out.
Feliciano, by the way, moves up to third. And Ramirez swings and misses, strike one. Ramirez, who has an RBI in this game, a potential second waiting on third. He hit the long ground rule double in the first inning. That would have scored two if it hadn't hopped over. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there, strike two. So nice job by the Seagulls, who went down early 2-0 in the first. Have tied it here in the third. Chance to take the lead. The 0-2. Just off the outside for ball one. Pitch. Strike three called. Ramirez thought it was above the zone, but it will end the inning. Not before the Seagulls tie it. It's 2-2.
Looking for the perfect ride for your next road trip, away game, or family vacation? Hit the road together with MVNN Motors. Whether you're heading to a tournament, taking the family on a weekend getaway, or planning an adventure with friends, our spacious 12 and 15 passenger vans make every trip easier, more comfortable, and a lot more fun. Why split up into multiple cars when everyone can ride together? Share the laughs, sing along to the music, talk strategy before the big game, and create memories that last long after the trip is over. At MVNN Motors, our vans are clean, reliable, roomy, and ready for the journey ahead. With plenty of space for passengers, luggage, sports gear, and vacation essentials, you can focus less on logistics and more on experience. From baseball tournaments to beach vacations, family reunions to team travel, MVNN Motors helps bring people together 1 mile at a time. Reserve your 12 or 15 passenger van today and make the journey part of the memory. Visit mvnnmotors.com to reserve your family fun vehicle today. MVNN Motors, bringing friends and families closer wherever the road takes you.
Fourth inning now, Finn Whalen back out there. He ran into some trouble in the first, but since then he's retired 8 straight Merchants.
He's also had back-to-back innings with 3 up, 3 down, along with 3 strikeouts.
Going to be facing 6, 7, 8 in the Alameda lineup. His first task is Kyle Sandner, who swings and taps one foul up the third baseline.
Kyle Sandner reached on a walk back in the first inning in his first plate appearance.
Sandner came into this game hitting .282 on the summer. 0-1. Fastball, swing and a miss. He's been tardy on that pitch all day, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 from Whalen. Up high, went back to the fastball. Sandner not chasing, and that's ball 1.
And that's a great pitch. If you're Whalen, you want them to chase those fastballs, as he missed back-to-back pitches with that.
Once it's been in the zone, the fastball has been a pretty money pitch for Whalen today. 1-2 now. Swinging a tapper, maybe off Sandner's foot. Merchants got 2 runs in the first inning. Seagulls are running the first and 1 in the third. Jacob Gilbreth tied it with an RBI ground out just a few moments ago. Now the 1-2 to Sandner is just above the zone for ball 2.
Kyle Sandner's been doing a great job against his Seagulls pitching staff. He has two two-hit games versus the Seagulls this summer.
Here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball off the outside, ball 3.
Great pitch, but just needed that just a little bit closer to the zone. He's been throwing him with nothing but fastballs. That certainly would have probably got off the tip of the bat or swinging a miss.
Payoff pitch on the way. And it's hit high in the air, a pop-up. Ethan Lopez, the catcher, makes the catch for out number 1.
That ball changed directions as soon as it went up in the air. This wind certainly picking up early on.
A really nice job by Ethan Lopez to stay with that one, even with the wind. I thought it would be a tricky play. He made it look super simple.
Number 12, Jet Guevara.
Here's Guevara making his Merchants debut. Struck out looking with the bases loaded his last time up. First pitch, he fouled this one back to the screen. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Guevara. Whalen throws. It's up and outside for ball 1. Temperature starting to drop here in San Bruno. This is probably going to end up being one of the colder games of this season. Here's the 1-1. Similar spot, 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Changeup in there, strike 2.
The only time the Merchants were able to get a leadoff batter on was back in the first inning. Currently, they're 1 for 4.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Whalen. Kind of inside out at it, foul off the Merchants dugout. Induced some screams from his teammates. Whalen, by the way, now up to 73 pitches, but we've seen him crest 100 this summer, so no action in the Seagulls bullpen. 2-2 offering. Line drive down the right field line. This is a fair ball. Cade Heflin ranging over. He cuts it off. Bobbles it a little bit. Guevara on his way to second, and he will be in there with a dive.
If Cade Heflin would have fielded that cleanly, he might have had a chance to play at second base. But Guevara took advantage of the bobble, read it right, and just continue on running.
We just found out that Guevara runs really well. He was flying into second on that double, which breaks a streak of 10 consecutive Merchants retired by Whalen.
Benji O'Rourke was also a strikeout victim. Got caught looking to end the first inning.
First pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Strike 1. You got O'Rourke at the plate and the ninth place hitter Rodriguez on deck. Yo, 1. Slow breaking ball, foul back. 71 miles an hour out of the hand of Whalen. So it's 0-2 again. A lot of room on the right side of the diamond.
Not surprised. He's been early on both of those pitches. They have the pull shift on him.
0-2. Lifted high in the air, shallow left. Feliciano going out. Gilbreth, or make that Hurtado coming in, and he's the one who puts it away for out number 2.
Some great communication by the Seagulls defense. That ball was in shallow left field. You had Feliciano storming right over there, but Hurtado called them off.
Remember, those two were teammates this spring at Coppin State out in Baltimore, so they're probably pretty familiar to calling each other off. Now it's Nico Rodriguez. Now 2 down with Guevara at second. First pitch. Right there for strike 1. Sandner started this inning by popping out, then Guevara doubled. O'Rourke just flew out. Now it's Rodriguez. Bryce Brooks had shifted much farther over to his left. This one is hit fair down the right field line. Looked like it hit the bag. Around third is Guevara. Heflin's throw will go to second. Rodriguez is out by a mile, but not before the run comes in. Rodriguez has put the Merchants back on top. And it's 3-2.
Aches, pains, or everyday stress keeping you from
Bottom of the 4th inning now. Merchants went back on top on the RBI hit by Nico Rodriguez. Going to be Cade Heflin leading off for San Francisco, who roasted a ball with 2 on back in the first inning, but it was right at Landry in center field.
Cade Heflin also made that strong throw to second base.
He swings and misses at the first one. Oh, on. Breaking ball misses well outside. Heflin, a native of Georgia, is his college ball at Wheeling University in West Virginia. He told me that before this summer, he'd never even been to California. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Cade Heflin's been showing some great offensive performances. He's currently on a 3-game hit streak.
1-2. Foul back. So Heflin stays alive. Shadows continuing to fall across the diamond.
Reached a new season high in hits, which on July 19th against the Sonoma Stompers, going 3 for 4.
1-2 again. Heflin lifts it high and foul along the left field line and out of play. A lot of room up the middle, both Loxa and Lewis shaded toward the hole. 1-2 again. Line drive. Fair down the right field line, and Cade Heflin's off to the races. This ball is going to be called dead, so Heflin will have to stop at second. And Cade Heflin continues his hot hitting. The Seagulls have a speedy man in scoring position with nobody out.
That makes it 4 straight games with the hit, with the leadoff double. Seagulls leadoff batter's been doing a great job. Out of the 4 innings so far, 3 of them reached.
So now here's Tanner Wall. Heflin again, who runs well at second with nobody out. Seagulls trying to respond to the run the Merchants put up in the top half. First pitch. Wall takes strike one. Breaking ball right down the middle from Robidoux. Here's the 0-1. Wall lifts it foul off to the left and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Tanner Wall. When he's going good, he hits a lot of ground balls up the middle. And the second baseman, Lewis, is shaded way over towards the hole. He's like halfway between first and second. 0-2 to Wall. He takes inside for ball 1. I really didn't miss by much, but the catcher O'Rourke was setting up outside. Correct call was made. Set by Robidoux. And the 1-2. Wall taps it foul, so he's battling.
Tanner Wall's first time around back in the second inning hit it right back to the pitcher, but resulted in an out.
Still 1-2 to Wall. Pitch. Ground ball right side. This will get Heflin to third. It takes a high hop right to Luna. He will jog to the bag in time to retire Wall. On the play, Heflin moves up to third.
Great put-up at bat by Tanner Wall. Hit it right back to the first baseman. And now moved over Kate Heflin to third base. And now they got a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Now the Merchants once again will bring the infield in with Heflin at third. And 1 down. First pitch to Ethan Lopez. Ground ball just foul up the third base line. An acrobatic leap by Andres Medina, the third base coach, to get out of the way of that one.
Showing the Seagulls offense, he still got it.
That was a screamer off the bat of Lopez. Here's the 0-1. Lopez takes a big looping breaking ball. Called a strike. Trackman says it was above the zone. So for the second time today, he's behind 0-2. The pitch. Well up and outside at 86 for ball 1. And Heflin so fast at third base, even if Lopez hits a ground ball at an infielder, I wouldn't be surprised if Heflin breaks for the plate. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Exactly what Robidoux was pitching for. And now Bryce Brooks will come to the plate.
Now batting, number 1.
Ethan Lopez was caught out in front of that pitch. Wanted a fastball, but instead got a breaking pitch in the zone. And now they got 2 outs with the runner on third base.
So it'll take a hit from Brooks or a mistake from Alameda to get this run across. First pitch. Brooks checks his swing. They appeal. Correct call is made. They say no swing. One ball, no strikes to Brooks. The pitch. Fastball in there, strike 1. Brooks, very fast runner. No ground ball is a routine play. 1-1. Makes a fastball below the zone for ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Brooks swings and misses. Chased a breaking ball inside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
We're only in the bottom of the 4th, but the Seagulls with runners in scoring position are currently 1 for 7. They've been getting a bunch of runners on, but they just need to get the job done.
Brooks strikes out looking, and that'll end the inning. So the Seagulls waste a leadoff double. Heflin stranded at third. Still 3-2 as we move to the fifth. Top of the lineup coming up for Alameda in the top of the fifth. Seagulls got a leadoff double from Cade Heflin in the last inning, but he was stranded at third. So it's still 3-2. Merchants on top. First pitch. It was taken down and away by Zach Lewis, who has an infield single and a line out on his line today. Next one is called a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Whalen to even the count.
Leadoff batters for the Merchants has been a completely different story. The only time they did get a leadoff runner on was back in the first inning. And ever since then, they're currently 1 for 4.
Lewis chases one above the zone to make it 1-2. One-two pitch. Ground ball to third off the glove of a diving Ramirez and down the left field line. Hurtado picks it up. Lewis is going to put on the brakes around first. Hurtado with that strong catcher's arm. Lewis not wanting to test it, but the leadoff man is on for Alameda.
Now, that was a shot by Lewis, but an even better job by Ramirez. If he didn't get a glove on it, that might have sneaked by Hurtado, but thankfully he was able to get a glove on it and only hold him to a single.
Yeah, honestly, it's impressive that Ramirez was able to get a glove on it. That was kind of an impossible play. So Lewis at first, nobody out. Here's Landry. He shows bunt and pulls back. And did he get hit? Home plate umpire says yes. So immediately a rally brewing for Alameda in the top of the fifth.
That'd be the first hit by pitch given up by Whalen. Although he did get 3 walks back in the first inning, and ever since then he's been clean up until right now.
So now 3-4-5 coming up with 2 on, nobody out. Going to be Kyle Laxa, who has walked and lined out to center. Whalen's first pitch to him. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. Nasty breaking ball from Whalen for strike 1. The 0-1. Breaking ball, a high chopper. Feliciano fields the hop shoulder high, and he will throw out Laxa for out number 1. It works as well as a bunt. Both runners move up.
Good play by Feliciano, reading that it was high up in the air. Might have had a chance at second, but it was too close to call, but at least they got 1 out. Although they do got runners in second and third.
A nice job as well to not rush the throw. He saw Laxa wasn't really hustling. Able to take his time and throw him out. So the Seagulls bring the infield in with Fabian Gomez at the plate. Cleanup man who has lifted a sac fly and struck out on this one. Whalen throws. Gomez fouls it off.
Through 4 innings, the Merchants are currently 1 for 6, batting 167 with runners in scoring position.
Kind of the story of the game for both teams. Getting them on, but not totally getting them in. The 0-1. Inside. 85 on the fastball from Whalen.
It just shows how both starting pitchers are locked in right now. Been getting hits off of them, but it's pretty hard to get some runs across the board.
1-1 pitch. Lifted foul off to the left again and out of play. Definitely a strikeout or pop-out situation. Whalen 1 strike away from a big second out. Set. The 1-2. In the dirt, blocked by Lopez. Nice job by Gomez to lay off. Outfield straight up, infield in for the Seagulls. The 2-2. That one went behind the leg of Gomez. He told the home plate umpire, "It got my calf." She shook her head in disagreement. And Gomez didn't really argue, so it's probably telling a lie. So full count now. Whalen shakes off Lopez. Now he sets. And throws. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Lopez will throw to first to complete the strikeout. That's exactly what Whalen was pitching for.
Great pitch and great job by Ethan Lopez by staring down the third base runner. I know there's times where the defensive players forget, and the runners do take advantage of that situation, but nonetheless, they got 2 outs, and they still have runners on second and third.
And Lopez right on top of it. Now it's Angelo Luna who's 0 for 2 today. Seagulls, of course, have returned the infield to their normal positions. Now with 2 down.
That'll make Finn Whalen's 4th strikeout.
First pitch to Luna. Inside with the fastball. Luna has reached on an error by Brooks and lined out to Feliciano. Lewis at third, Landry at second. Both reached with no outs. Whalen 1 out away from escaping the jam. The 1-0. Foul back, strike 1.
Whalen's currently sitting at 95 pitches. So once he gets out of this inning, it might be the last one for him.
Nobody warming in the Seagulls bullpen. Mentioned we've seen Whalen go past 100 pitches. See how long the leash is today. Here's the 1-1. Luna takes outside with the fastball at 88. Whalen emptying the tank. See what he does here. Long hold in the 2-1. High fly ball, right field line. Wall goes back onto the outfield grass. He's calling, and he's got it. So Finn Whalen escapes the jam and keeps us at a 1-run deficit for the Seagulls. Halfway home, it's 3-2 Merchants.
AJ Hurtado.
Bottom of the 5th inning now, and Peyton Robidoux' day is done. He lasts 4 innings, giving up 2, and he gives way to Alex Piscotti, a right-hander making his 6th appearance of the summer. He's had a rough time with the Merchants. In 5 2/3 innings, he's given up 13 runs, 12 of them earned.
This is also the first time he'll be facing the Seagulls offense.
First pitch to Hurtado is foul back to the screen. And thank God for backstops, Johnny. That probably would have hit one of us.
Been doing this all summer, and I still flinch when one goes right back at us.
Alex Piscotti. When I hear that name, I think of Steven Piscotti, the former outfielder for the St. Louis Cardinals, A's. 0-1 pitch. Inside, and Hurtado gets drilled for the 2nd time in the game and the 12th time on the season. He looks a little bit shaken up as he walks down to first.
Looks like I got him right on the elbow, too. That's a stinger. He's certainly going to feel that one for a bit. But thankfully, it's not his throwing arm. That's only his catching arm.
Here's Feliciano, who's been on base twice. He was drilled in the 1st and walked in the 3rd. First pitch to him. Breaking ball in there. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Feliciano with a chopper towards the middle. Fielded by Lax on the high hop. He steps on the bag for 1 and throws to first in time to complete the double play.
Yeah, Alexei got a good read on that because he was hustling down the first baseline, was able to field it, tag second base, and just rifle it right over.
So the hit by pitch is erased, and Davis Gurman will bat. First pitch. Gurman takes a breaking ball high for ball 1. Want to know the count and the pitch. Gurman swings and misses. Swung through 88 from Piscotti. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. On 1. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Another one that was headed right for somebody's dome, if not for the backstop.
Brings back flashbacks of when I used to play. Always scary.
Left fielder Sandner continuing to play shallow. I'm not sure about that with how much power Davis Gurman has.
We also have to factor in the wind, too. It's been picking up when the game goes on.
Gurman hits a towering pop-up right back toward our intern section, and that was very, very loud. It smacks into the bleachers. So Gurman stays alive. Still 1-2.
Feels like it gets closer and closer after each foul ball.
I still want to catch a foul ball this year. We've only got 2 games left, not including this one. 1-2 to Gurman. Breaking ball just above the zone. That one had a lot of snap, but a good take by Gurman.
Looks like he released it just a tad early. It stayed up, but looks like it was pretty close to the zone.
2-2 the count. Piscotti throws. Gurman lifts one into center field. Landry going back out into the left center gap, and he runs it down. A nice catch by Isaiah Landry way out in the gap, and that will end the inning. It is still the Merchants 3, the Seagulls 2, as we go to the 6th.
Seagulls fans, a winning team needs a great field, and your home deserves a great yard. That's where GL Scapes comes in. Whether you're looking to transform your backyard, refresh your landscape, install new irrigation, or keep your property looking championship ready, GL Scapes has the experience and attention to detail to get the job done right. From beautiful lawns and gardens to custom outdoor living spaces, GL Scapes helps homeowners create outdoor environments they'll love for years to come. So while the Seagulls are taking care of the yard tonight, Let GLscapes take care of yours. Professional, reliable, beautiful results. Visit www.glscapes.com to learn more and schedule your next project.
Top of the sixth now. Finn Whalen back out there at 97 pitches.
Kyle Sandman.
There is some activity in the Seagulls bullpen, although nobody throwing. Few people stretching. I saw a football being tossed around. Now it's Whalen against Sandner, who has walked and popped out. First pitch to Sandner. He takes ball one. More shadows than sun on the field right now. Sun continues to set here in San Bruno. The 1-0. Sandner grounds one foul. Chased one off the plate inside.
Finn Whalen, through 5 innings, has been doing a great job against the Merchants offense. The leadoff batters are currently 2 for 5. Now, I think that's the most important stat, is keeping the leadoff batter off the bags, because you could do anything, pretty much just hit it on the ground and they advance.
Sandner checks his swing, but he foul tipped it into the glove of Lopez for strike 2.
And the only times the leadoff batter did reach first base was back in the 5th inning and back in the 1st. Both of them by Zach Lewis.
1-2. Fly ball right field. Heflin going back and towards the line. He's got it for the first out.
Now up to the plate, number 12, Jet Guevara.
So 101 pitches now for Whalen. He's going to face Jet Guevara, who struck out in the first, then doubled and came around to score in the 4th. Whalen's first pitch. Breaking ball off the outside. Nice take by Guevara. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Whalen's done a pretty nice job today out there in the 6th, giving up 3 runs, but made possible in the first inning the 2 runs the Merchants scored. Infield single and an error sprinkled in there. 1-1 is lifted in the air to center field. Gurman going back now. He's got it for out number 2.
Without the contact the Merchants has been making off of Whalen, they only put up 3 runs. And even when they do have runners on, Whalen's been doing a great job of getting out of the jams.
Only 4 strikeouts, but he's done a nice job pitching to contact and for the most part limiting hard contact. One of his better outings of the year thus far. He's facing Benji O'Rourke, who's 0 for 2. O'Rourke takes one just off the inside. Borderline pitch. Really could have gone either way. So 1-0 now. The pitch. That's called a strike on the outside corner. So back-to-back pitches that are right on the black for Whalen. And it's 1-1. On one pitch. O'Rourke grounds it fair down the third base line past the dive of Ramirez. Hurtado cuts it off near the line and juggles it, so O'Rourke will head for second, and he's in there standing. Well, I'm not sure if O'Rourke was planning to go before Hurtado bobbled it. Certainly wouldn't have made it if it was fielded cleanly.
Number 0, Nico Rodriguez.
Going to score that a single and an error, and Nico Rodriguez will bat.
Very unfortunate for Finn Whalen. You're trying to do what you can to get the runners out of scoring position. That would have just only been a single, but now they got to run out second base, and a base hit could potentially add on to their lead.
Rodriguez fouls the first pitch back. Well, he came up in this exact spot in the 4th inning, runner at second, 2 down. He singled to right. He was thrown out at second, but not before the run scored. So he's already come through once in this game. Oh, 1. Rodriguez takes strike 2. Whalen 1 strike away from getting through 6 innings of 3-run ball.
This is Whalen's 3rd time going 5+.
0-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
And the most runs he gave up going 5+ innings was back on June 12th against the San Luis Obispo Blues. Went 6.1 innings, gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, 4 of them earned.
The 1-2. Lifted foul off to the left and out of play. Rodriguez not going down without a fight.
And then the other 2 occasions, the most recent one was on June 20th against the Philippines baseball group, going 5.2 innings pitch, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, and 2 of them earned. So he does a necessarily great job of going 5+ as a starter.
Yeah, you can almost always count on him for a long outing. Rodriguez lifts another one foul out of play off to the left.
By that reaction, someone's calling their insurance company.
Yeah, I heard a dunk, but I don't think at least it didn't break a window. And it might have left a dent.
Hopefully it's on top of the car. No one will really notice those.
One and 2 again. Here it comes. Ground ball right side. Tanner Wall waits for it to get to him. Now he flips to Whalen, covering in time for the out. And the 2-out base runner is stranded. Still 3-2 Merchants halfway through 6.
Out to the plate, number 22, Jacob Gilbreth.
Jacob Gilbreth leading off the 6th against Alex Piscotti, who's back out there.
Gilbert reached back in the first inning with the hit by pitch and had a fielder's choice RBI to get things started for the Seagulls back in the third inning.
I just saw Kai Lax at the shortstop waving Sandner, the left fielder, to go back. His first pitch to Gilbert is swung on and missed, chased a fastball above the zone. We've mentioned a few times how shallow Sandner is playing, and with the power of Gilbreth, you definitely want to be playing deep. I still think he might be a little too shallow. His positioning burned him on the ground rule double by Ramirez back in the first that scored a run. Gilbreth hits this one in the air to center, not that deep. Landry coming in, but he's called off by Sandner, who puts it away, and that's out number one.
Gilbert tried to turn on the outside pitch, but ended up getting the tip of the bat, and we just a lazy pop out to the left fielder.
So now here's Ramirez. Takes the first pitch high for ball one.
Alan Ramirez was the one that burned their left fielder back in the first inning with the ground rule double, although he did strike out looking back in the third.
A one pitch. Way up and in. That would have hit Ramirez in the head if he didn't dive out of the way. My goodness.
Good thing Ramirez was keeping his head on a swivel. That ball was screaming right at him.
We've already had 4 Seagulls batters get hit by a pitch in this one. That was almost the scariest one of them all. Two-0 from Piscotti. Fastball, foul back for strike one. Piscotti is familiar with the Seagulls, or should I say with some Seagulls players. He was teammates at the Colorado School of Mines with Matt Potter and Joe Steidel this past spring. The Colorado School of Mines to CCL pipeline is in full effect.
There's probably some bragging rights after this game.
1-2 now. High fly ball, shallow center field. Landry racing in, still coming. He dives and he can't catch it. It drops, and Alan Ramirez has a one-out single.
Alan Ramirez got jammed when that fastball in, but it was in shallow center field. Landry made a diving attempt, but it just died, and Guevara was able to back him up on that, leaving him at first base.
Out to the plate, number 20, Cade Heflin.
So here's Heflin. Was hit a couple balls hard today. He had a tough luck line out to center with 2 on in the first and doubled down the right field line in the fourth. Good speed at first base with Ramirez. First pitch. Heflin takes a curveball for ball one.
Now, the Seagulls offense have been a complete opposite compared to the leadoff batter. With runners on, they're currently 1 for 9.
1-0 with the runner in motion. Check swing, he went around. Throw it on to second. Not in time. So Alan Ramirez steals his 5th base of the summer. And Heflin's got a man in scoring position.
That was a great jump by Ramirez. Timed him perfectly and was able to slide in there just in time. Now with Benji O'Rourke, 34 stolen base attempts against him, and he was only caught 6 stealing.
1-1 the count to Heflin. The pitch. Off the outside. Nice take by Heflin. That fastball just missed down and away. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Seagulls trying to work towards tying this game up again. 2-1. Heflin lifts it foul off to the left and out of play. So 2-2 to Heflin with Piscotti now up to 19 pitches. Long hold by Piscotti and the pitch. Breaking ball misses way up and outside, so the count goes full to Heflin. Tanner Wall on deck. Merchants put up 2 in the first inning. The Seagulls responded with 1 in the bottom half, and they tied it in the third. Merchants grabbed the lead back in the fourth.
With that stolen base by Ramirez, Seagulls are currently 2 for 2 with their work behind the plate.
Heflin lifts one in the air to left. Sandner, who's playing shallow, of course, is there to make the catch. Now an unproductive second out for Heflin, and the inning will be up to Tanner Wall.
To the plate, number 37, Tanner Wall.
Tanner Wall is currently 0 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher back in the second, and grounded out to the first baseman back in the fourth.
So Ramirez at second. A single is likely to score him. One of the fastest Seagulls. Tanner Wall has grounded out twice today. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Just a breaking ball at the bottom of the zone. So no balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Wall taps it foul, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Seagulls offense has been doing a great job at reducing the strikeouts. They have yet to strike out against Alex Piscotti, as he's currently sitting at 1.2 innings pitch. The last time they struck out was back in the fourth.
Here's the 0-2. Wall takes well up and outside with a fastball. Yeah, Johnny, the Seagulls' strikeout issues of June feel like a far gone memory. They've been a lot better at putting the bat on the ball in the second half.
Yeah, when you're with 2 strikes, all you can do is just throw the barrel to the ball and see where it goes. Been doing quite a few of those today.
Wall takes in the dirt and a nice block by O'Rourke. So 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes to Tanner Wall. Tying run at second. The pitch. Way up high and off the glove of O'Rourke. And to third without a throw goes Ramirez. So now a single is certain to tie the game. And after falling down 0-2, Wall takes 3 straight balls. Count goes full.
Cade Heflin and now Tanner Wall find themselves in full counts. They're making Piscotti work here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Payoff pitch. Outside for ball 4. So Tanner Wall, what a plate appearance, going down 0-2 and working a walk. And Ethan Lopez will come to the plate.
And now Ethan Lopez did strike out back in the fourth. Did fly out to right field back in the 2nd inning.
Plate number 30, Ethan Lopez.
So Lopez finding himself in a big spot again. His last time up, he had Heflin at third with 1 out and struck out. Now Ramirez at third, Wall at first.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now Celtics Paul George.
First pitch is called a strike. 76-mile-an-hour breaking ball from Piscotti. Wall at first, Ramirez at third. Biggest spot in this game so far. Lopez swings and fouls one off. That was way up and inside. He chased it. Now it's 0-2.
And with that walk by Tanner Wall, that'd be the 5th free base given up by the pitching staff. 3 hit by batters back in the first, a walk back in the third, and now another walk given up by Piscotti here in the 6th.
And neither Merchants pitcher has really had their command dialed in. 0-2. Lopez, did he go? Yes, he did, and the inning is over. So Alex Piscotti into and out of trouble. Still 3-2 Merchants. On to the 7th.
Number 6, Zach Lewis.
Top of the 7th inning now, and how about Finn Whalen going back out there with 113 pitches? There is action in the Seagulls bullpen. Somebody's throwing, so we'll see how long the leash is. Whalen going to be facing the top of the Merchants lineup for the 4th time, starting with Zach Lewis. And his first pitch is down and away for ball 1.
Oh my god, I even noticed that. That's bad.
1-0. Outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Whalen throws. Up high for ball 3, so Whalen now at 116 pitches, and he's behind in the count 3-0. Is Lewis going to swing the bat? No, he won't, and he takes a strike. So 3-1 the count. The pitch. Lewis draws a leadoff walk. So Whalen going back out there for the 7th with 113 pitches, walks the leadoff man. That'll bring up Landry.
To the plate, number 1.
That'll be Whalen's 4th walk. Hadn't had a walk since back in the 1st inning. The last batter he did walk was Kyle Sender. Although he did have a hit, but he did hit a batter back in the 5th.
We've already seen Landry try to bunt in this game. Doesn't show here and takes strike 1. Landry been on base twice without getting a hit. He has walked and gotten plunked. 0-1. He takes ball 1, although according to our TrackMan, that was a strike. Right on the border from Whalen, but he doesn't get the call. The 1-1. Landry has to duck out of the way. Nearly got hit again. And it's 2-1 now.
Looks like the pitch count is starting to affect Finn Whalen's location. That one nearly missed him, and he did walk Zach Lewis to start off the 7th inning.
Here's the 2-1. Landry taps it foul. No, counts even now at 2-2. Lewis at first. This has been a 3-2 game since the 4th.
With Zach Lewis standing on first base, he has not attempted to steal a bag this summer.
Got a very short lead. Now time is called. So we'll have to wait a little longer for the 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Landry, did it hit his bat? Really? That really sounded like it hit the bat, but he's taking off his equipment and walking to first.
Sound like it hit the knob of the bat, like right below his hands.
Well, now Mark Caviglia is going to ask about that. I mean, if that hit his hand, it made a very, hard sound. It definitely sounded like hitting wood. And if the ball were to hit his hand and make that sound, I think he'd be in a ton of pain. He shows absolutely no signs of pain whatsoever.
You might have seen him clench his hands. Getting hit on the fingers it stings.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a baseball player have no reaction to getting hit on the hands.
So we'll see if they can agree with each other that it did hit the knob of the bat.
And I couldn't see it, but I could definitely hear it, and it really sounded like it hit the knob of the bat. Yeah, that was the picture-perfect sound of ball hitting wood bat. This is a big moment in this game. It's the difference between and the correct call was made. It is ruled a foul ball. The second overturned call we've seen this year, both of them having to do with hit by pitch / foul ball calls, and now the Merchants manager is going to ask for an explanation. He's probably saying something like, well, the home plate umpire has the best view. How can you overturn it with the two other umpires?
Getting different angles is a good job. Umpires were positioned well to see it. But now they have the Merchants coach trying to decide on whether or not why he got overturned. But nonetheless, that was a big change. Everything changes now, so now they still have a runner on first base, still in the full count.
I do think they got the call right. I thought it was a 2-2 pitch that hit his bat. Maybe they're saying that he tried to lean into it and they're just calling it a ball? They say the count's 3-2, and Landry lifts it in the air to center field. Gurman now racing in, and he makes the catch.
Big pitch by Whalen here in the top of the 7th inning. Had a full count and was able to get Landry out. And now potential inning double play could get him out of this situation.
Laxa did ground out to short his last time up. First pitch. Breaking ball above the zone for ball 1. Laxa has grounded into 6 double plays this summer, so he is susceptible to the twin killing. There's a pickoff throw to first, but Lewis, who didn't have a big lead, is back standing. The 1-0. In the dirt. Nice block by Ethan Lopez. He's been doing a great job back there today. But the count's 2-0.
This is Whalen's second time reaching this mark in his pitching performance this summer. First time he went 6 1/3 was back on June 12th.
It's now 3-0. Whalen comes home, and Laxa pops it up. Shallow center. Gurman coming in again. He calls and catches. So Whalen on his 128th pitch gets Laxa to pop out. And now the only thing standing between him and 7 innings in the books is Fabian Gomez, who's lifted a sac fly and struck out twice. Whalen throws. Gomez takes strike 1.
And with that out to center field, he reached a new season high of going 6 2/3.
I don't know for sure, but I'd imagine 129 pitches. This has to also be a season high. Lewis goes. He got a huge jump. Lopez's throw is wild. Brooks backing up. Does a nice job to keep that from going into center field. How about Zach Lewis stealing his first base of the summer? He got a huge jump.
Knowing how many pitchers and exhausted Finn Whaling is right now, he probably just is focusing on this batter. Not a bad idea, but now they have a runner in scoring position.
1-1. Tapped foul at the plate, and Whalen now a strike away from getting through 7. Nobody warming in the Seagulls bullpen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. In the dirt. Did it hit him? No, it did not, but it gets away. And to third goes Lewis.
Another close call by Finn Whaling going his way.
Whalen stares in, comes set, and throws. Outside for ball 3. The count goes full. Lewis, the runner at third. Full count. Pitch to Gomez. High chopper over the mound. Bryce Brooks feels the neck high hop. Throws to first in time. And on Finn Whalen's 134th pitch, he gets Fabian Gomez to ground out and end the threat. He gets a hero's welcome in the Seagulls dugout. Still 3-2 as we're going to stretch. Bottom of the 7th inning now. 9 outs left to play with for the Seagulls. They trail the Merchants 3-2, which is how it's been since the 4th. And Alex Piscotti is back out there for his 3rd inning of work, facing Bryce Brooks, who shows bunt! And Piscotti throws it over his head at 86 miles an hour.
A lot of close calls we've seen by both offensive teams in the offensive position.
We've seen 4 Seagulls get drilled, and that's the 2nd time Merchants pitcher has thrown one over a Seagull's head. And it happens again! My goodness! So the first 2 pitches in this at-bat sail over the head of Bryce Brooks after the same thing happened to Alan Ramirez his last time up. Man!
Looks like Piscotti's trying to get Bryce Brooks up and in, showing bunt to try to get him to pop it up, but certainly missing way inside, just like Roberto earlier in his start.
See where this one ends up. Above the zone for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. None of them were really anywhere close. That one's in there. Almost right down the middle. So 3-1 now. 4 fastballs from Piscotti. 3-1 to Brooks. Up above the zone, and that's ball 4. Piscotti throws 5 fastballs, and 4 of them miss. And the speedy Bryce Brooks is on to open the 7th.
That would be the 3rd walk given up by the Merchants pitching staff, along with 3 hit by pitchers, all in the 1st inning.
The Seagulls haven't scored since the 3rd, but they've had their chances. Heflin doubled to lead off the 4th and was stranded. Hurtado got drilled to open the 5th, but he was erased on a double play. And Alan Ramirez singled with 1 out in the 6th, made his way to 3rd but didn't score. And once again, the Seagulls have a chance with the speedy Bryce Brooks at first. And Johnny, you mentioned Benji O'Rourke's subpar base-stealing numbers in terms of catching them as a catcher. And we'll see if Brooks is on the move here with Hurtado coming to the plate.
I wouldn't be surprised here if they try to get something going. It's not necessarily too late, but we're here in the bottom of the 7th. They have 9 outs to play with, so they're just trying to get multiple runners in scoring position at this point. But as I mentioned, they haven't been getting the job done, but they've been doing a great job avoiding the strikeouts.
So Hurtado shows bunt and pops it up foul.
They only have 4 strikeouts, which came from the 3rd inning on, but it's just a lot of weak contact, weak pop-outs, and weak groundouts. So at this point, it's just maybe try to find a better pitch to swing at.
Piscotti, 36 pitches, and again, the Seagulls haven't had a problem getting guys on. It's getting them in that has proved a little difficult today. The pickoff throw to first as Hurtado was showing bunt again. Hurtado, when he's going right, it's a lot of balls down the left field line. Love to see one of those classic doubles here, but the bunt sign is still on, and Hurtado gets this one down out in front of the mound. It's going to be Piscotti, who throws it over the head of Luna! Brooks to 3rd. The ball goes out of play. A man, Piscotti, who's had trouble throwing strikes, had trouble throwing the ball to 1st. That was way over the head of Luna. Shades of Cody Bellinger in July 2021. And the Seagulls will have men at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out.
I know that game was a heartbreaker for you. But nonetheless, that was a routine bread and butter play for the pitcher, Piscotti, and he just threw it way over. And now the Seagulls have the opportunity to take the lead late in the game. Runners at 2nd and 3rd and no outs. What a gift.
So now it's Feliciano. Infield in for Alameda. First pitch, breaking ball up high for ball 1. Piscotti having trouble throwing anything for a strike.
Now, we've seen the Merchants do this plenty of times, having the infield in. It's been like this for both sides as well.
The 1-0. Feliciano takes in the dirt, but it's blocked by O'Rourke. That's a big play. Bryce Brooks at 3rd with his speed. He'd almost certainly score on just about any pass ball or wild pitch. 2-0 to Feliciano. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just taken until he throws a strike. We'll see. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0 now. The tension continues to build with Davis Gurman waiting on deck.
And it looks like the shortstop for the Merchants, Kai Lakes, is playing almost right next to the third baseman, Rodriguez, leaving a big hole where...
3-0. Up and in, ball 4. And the Seagulls have loaded the bases. They're going to get another mound of his. I'd imagine this will be the end of the line for Piscotti. And we'll see what happens. A walk, a throwing error on a bunt, followed by another walk, have loaded the bases for San Francisco. Alex Piscotti's day is done. We'll tell you all about the new Merchants pitcher after the break.
To plate number 9, Davis Gurman.
Well, we've got a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. We've got a new pitcher for the Merchants. And to be completely honest, we have no idea who it is. He wears number 13, but the roster's not matching up, so... In any case, Davis Gurman, the first guy he faces. And the first pitch. Gurman takes outside, and it takes a nice stop from O'Rourke to keep it from going to the backstop.
So it looks like number 13 is Nick Goff.
The 1-0. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike one. Alex Piscotti started this inning. He walked 2 and allowed Hurtado to reach on a throwing error when he tried to field a bunt. 1-1 to Gurman. Breaking ball off the outside. Nice take by Davis to make it 2-1. So 2-1 the count. Here it comes. Tapped foul at the plate, strike 2. So 2-2 the count. Nick Goff, the new Merchants arm. The set. And the pitch. Gurman taps it foul, staying alive.
With the bases loaded, no outs, Merchants push the infield back except for the corners at first and third, but middle infield is playing for a potential double play.
Well, if you had to choose a Seagull you'd want at the plate, with the bases loaded, it would probably be Davis Gurman. The 2-2. He takes up high, and the count goes full. 82 miles an hour from Goff.
Great pitch, but an even better take by Gurman. pitch was just above the zone.
Full count. Nowhere to put Gurman. The pitch. High pop-up, foul, twisting towards the dugout and out of play. Biggest at bat in this game so far. Brooks at third. Hurtado at second. Feliciano at first. Davis Gurman in the box, who has a home run against Alameda this year.
Story of tonight for the Seagulls offense is getting the job done. They have not scored since the third inning.
Gurman drives it into right. Moving back, Guevara still back. He makes the catch awkwardly, basket style. Tagging and scoring is Brooks. The other two runners move up as well, and Gurman ties it up in the seventh.
Great at bat by Gurman, fouling pitches off, getting the full count. Seeing as many pitches as he can by the new pitcher, Goff, and he was able to shoot it the other way.
What a nice at bat from Gurman. Working the count full, getting the run in. Now it'll be Jacob Gilbreth with a chance to give the Seagulls their first lead of the night. Once again, Merchants bringing the infield in. First pitch to Gilbreth is outside.
Now, Jacob Gilbreth reached back in the first inning with a hit by pitch. They get a fielder towards RBI and flied out to left field.
1-0. Line drive left field going off Sander. He won't get it. It drops. Feliciano will hold. The throw in cut off by Rodriguez. How about Jacob Gilbreth coming up big again? The Seagulls have the lead.
They are now finding their stroke with runners in scoring position. They couldn't have come at a better time. Throughout the game, they've been having runners on, doing a great job of moving them, but now they're selecting better pitches to swing at, and they're getting better results.
And Jacob Gilbreth is just on fire lately. Here's Alan Ramirez. Gilbreth at first, Feliciano at third. First pitch to Ramirez. Runner goes from first. Throw down to second. Tag out. So Gilbreth caught stealing. Feliciano stayed at third. At times we've seen the Seagulls take off from third in that situation, but not this time. So now it'll take a hit from Ramirez or a mistake from the Merchants to add on an insurance run. Ramirez takes a breaking ball high. A lot of room up the middle. The 1-0 to Ramirez. Line drive, just foul. Up the third base line. This inning started with a walk to Bryce Brooks. Hurtado reached on an error. Feliciano walked, at which point Piscotti was relieved by Goff. Gurman hit a sac fly. Gilbreth singled. Now it's Ramirez. That's outside to make it 3-1. Three-one coming. Swing and a miss. Waved at ball 4. And the count goes full. Goff comes set. And pitches. Ramirez strikes out swinging. Well, that will end the inning, but not before the Seagulls take the lead. It is 4-3 going to the 8th.
Are aches, pains, or everyday stress keeping you from living life to the fullest? At Aranabar Chiropractic, gentle and effective chiropractic care isn't just treatment, it's a tradition. Dr. Jorge Aranabar and his team utilize individualized therapies and proven chiropractic techniques designed to help you find lasting pain relief, recover from injury, and achieve total body wellness. Whether you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, sports injuries, or simply looking to improve your quality of life, Aranabar Chiropractic is committed to helping you feel better when you leave than when you arrived. There are many roads to wellness. Let us help you find the one that fits your lifestyle. Visit www.aranabarchiro.com. That's ARANIBARCHIRO.com. Aranabar Chiropractic. Your path to better health starts here.
Bottom of the 8th inning, now Seagulls now protecting a 4-3 lead, and Mark Caviglia has turned to George Schmidt, the two-way player now pitching in relief of Finn Whalen, who got through 7 innings on 134 pitches. One of the grittiest and most impressive starting pitching performances we've seen from a Seagull this year. So Schmidt going to be facing 5, 6, and 7 in the Merchants lineup, pitching in his highest leverage outing of the summer. First pitch. Down below the zone, ball 1.
This will make Schmidt's 6th appearance. 13.1 innings pitched with only a 2.7 ERA, collecting 10 strikeouts.
He's been money on the mound. The 1-0. Fastball popped up foul, backing out of play. Heads up in the bathroom, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Luna. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball foul. Schmidt now ahead in the count 1-2.
His last pitching appearance came versus the Sonoma Stumbers on July 19th. Went 3.2 inning pitch, allowed 0 hits, 0 runs, 0 earned, and had 1 strikeout.
Finn Whalen, by the way, is in line for the win, should the Seagulls finish this one off. The 1-2. He got him swinging. Now Schmidt strikes out the first man he faces. Seagulls now 5 outs away from a win.
To the plate number 9, Kyle Sandner.
So now here's Sandner. 0 for 2 with a walk against the starting pitcher, the righty Whalen. First pitch. Sandner, wave and a miss, strike 1. 86 miles an hour from George Schmidt. Oh, 1. Sandner takes down and in for ball 1.
Sanders currently 0 for 2. Walked back in the first and flied out in back-to-back at-bats.
One ball, 1 strike. Schmidt delivers. Sandner takes this one in the dirt. So 2-1 now. Seagulls took the lead in the bottom of the 7th on a sac fly by Gurman and a single from Gilbreth. The 2-1. Outside. 3-1 now. I mean, obviously this has got to be a strike. You don't want to walk the tying run on base. Schmidt with the 3-1. Foul back, strike 2. A breaking ball that was a little bit up, but Sandner just barely getting a piece. Full count. Schmidt deals. Just off the outside for ball 4. And Sandner draws the 1-out walk.
First walk by Schmidt, but that'd be 5 in total with 4 coming from our starting pitcher.
Schmidt against Guevara. This is a matchup between two guys who just graduated high school a few months ago. Guevara making his Merchants debut and fouling one off well out of play behind the plate.
Now the only innings with no hit by pitch or a walk was the 2nd, 3rd, and the 6th inning. Every other inning has been pretty much a pattern: a hit by pitch or they walk batters.
Guevara has to duck out of the way of one that goes over his head. Lopez will throw it on to second, and he's safe. Oh my goodness. An incredibly acrobatic slide-ish move by Sandner. The throw was in time. He just kind of dove out of the way. I don't even want to call it a slide because he hardly touched the ground. And then it looked like he might have slid off the bag. But what a move by Sandner to avoid being tagged out. A good throw by Lopez after a favorable bounce off the backstop. But Sandner's now in scoring position. On 1 pitch. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Beautiful 73-mile-an-hour pitch right on the corner by Schmidt. So 1-2 now to Guevara. The pitch. Taps slowly. Is anyone going to have a play? Alan Ramirez is going to field. He runs into Schmidt. Doesn't really matter. Guevara with such great speed was going to run it out anyway. So a tough luck infield single has put the tying and go-ahead runs on base.
Chiz hit it far enough from Ramirez and Schmidt. And just like you said, he would have been safe either way. So now they got runners on 1st and 3rd. But it's not the end of the world. They do have 1 out. So a double play here could get him out of the situation.
How big does that play at second with Sandner avoiding the tag look now?
It looks like a big break by the Merchants.
Here's the first pitch to O'Rourke, and it's a check swing. Evidently, he didn't go. They don't even appeal, which kind of surprises me. But it's ball 1. O'Rourke, by the way, has only grounded into 1 double play this summer. Fouls this one off for strike 1. Seagulls trying to beat the Merchants for the first time since opening day. Schmidt comes set. And throws. O'Rourke with the ground ball to second. Could this be 2? Brooks with the flip to Feliciano. On to first. Double play! George Schmidt rolls one up. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Seagulls will try to add on. 4-3 the score.
number 20, Cade Heflin.
Bottom of the 8th inning after that big double play induced by Schmidt. Cade Heflin will lead off for the Seagulls as they try to add to this 4-3 lead. Heflin's had a nice day. A double in the 4th and a couple of relatively hard hit outs. Trying to start something against Goff. First pitch changeup is well above the zone for ball 1. One 0 to Heflin. Fastball inside or ball 2. So Heflin ahead in the count. The pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner. Man, that is the definition of a pitcher's strike. Trackman had that maybe a foot off the plate, so bad luck for Heflin. Now the 2-1. That one well off the outside, so 3-1 now. Hitters count for Heflin. A 3-1. Foul back to the screen. Strike 2.
Now the Seagulls offense need to keep putting pressure on the pitching staff from the Merchants. They've been doing a great job. They've only struck out 5 times throughout this game.
There's ball 4 to Cade Heflin, and once again, Seagulls will have a fast runner on base to lead off an inning.
Up to the plate, number 37, Tanner Wall.
And then with Tyron Wall coming up to the plate, he did walk back in the 6th inning. That'd be one of many the Seagulls have.
So here's Tanner Wall checking his swing on the first pitch. It's called a ball. Well, they appeal on the check swing, and the second base umpire, or the umpire standing near second, says he went. So 0-1 to Tanner Wall. Heflin at first. Wall swings and misses at this one to make it 0-2. Well, Wall went down 0-2 his last time up and ended up working a walk. A set by Goff. Big lead from Heflin. He goes. Wall takes low, and O'Rourke won't be able to make a throw, so Heflin steals second. Man, how about the Seagulls using the running game to their advantage today?
That was a beautiful jump by Cade Heflin. Knowing the situation behind the plate, O'Rourke struggled a bit throwing runners out, but nonetheless, they got a runner in scoring position.
Seagulls have done an excellent job of stealing bases today. 1-2 to Wall. Ground ball to second. This will advance Heflin. Fielded cleanly by Lewis, and he throws out Wall for out number 1.
Great at bat by Tanner Wall, shooting it the opposite way of the base runner. That advances him to third base. Great productive out.
Up to bat, number 30, Ethan Lopez.
So they got him on. They got him over. Now it's up to Lopez to get him in. I feel like a broken record saying this, but the Merchants bring the infield in. And the first pitch. Lopez takes strike 1.
We're currently in the bottom of the 8th, but the only time the Seagulls did not get a hit by pitch or a walk was back in the 4th and the 2nd inning.
The 0-1. Lopez takes outside, ball 1. Nobody warming in the Seagulls bullpen, so I got to imagine George Schmidt will have the 9th. He's proven very capable of throwing multiple innings this year. Here's the 1-1 to Lopez. He swings and misses, strike 2. Heflin, the runner at third with 1 out. And the pitch. Lopez with the ground ball, base hit up the middle. Ethan Lopez adds on, it's 5-3.
Back-to-back innings with great offensive performances here by the
Out
Seagulls.
to the plate, pinch hitting.
And now it looks like
number
Jake Brewer
21,
is going to pinch hit for
Jake
Bryce Brooks.
Brewer.
Well, Brewer was in the lineup, or on the lineup card yesterday, but was a late scratch. Getting a chance as a pinch hitter today. First pitch. Brewer takes in the dirt, and another nice stop by O'Rourke to keep it from going by him.
With 32 games played, Jake Brewer is currently batting .295 with 13 RBIs and 7 stolen bases.
He's had an excellent summer. He's someone you can almost always count on to put up a quality at bat. 1-0. That's low for ball 2. Off the set. And a pickoff throw to first. Ethan Lopez, the catcher, is back safely. Brewer is very capable of going the other way. With the wide open right side, we'll see if he has thoughts of that. Instead, he pulls a grounder to third. Rodriguez will throw high to second. Coming down on the bag is Lewis, and he'll throw to first to retire Brewer for the double play. All right, we'll go to the top of the 9th. Seagulls protecting a 2-run lead. Well, here we go. George Schmidt, the 9th, pitching in the 9th. Trying to lock down the 6-out save. He'll be facing 9-1-2 in the Alameda lineup. Rodriguez, Lewis, and Landry due up. One thing to remember about George Schmidt, and it's pretty hard to believe, but he didn't become a pitcher until his senior year of high school. This past spring, he had a 1.09 ERA. And important in this context, he had 1 save. With the moon almost directly above his head, Schmidt comes set and throws. Rodriguez takes down and away for ball 1. Seagulls trying to beat the Merchants for the first time since the home opener. 1-0. Rodriguez takes strike 1. 82 miles an hour from Schmidt. The 1-1. Rodriguez with the ground ball to second. Feliciano dives and it's passed him into center field for a base hit. Feliciano, who shifted from short to second with Brewer coming in at short, made a fantastic effort, but that was just barely out of his reach. So the Merchants immediately bring the tying run to the plate on Rodriguez's second hit of the ballgame. It's Zach Lewis, who's been on base 3 times. Here's the first pitch to Lewis. He drives it shallow left. It's going to fall. Base hit. And the Merchants immediately bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
That was an excuse me single by Zach Lewis. Got nothing on that swing, but was able to find it right in front of the left fielder, Hurtado.
Yeah, did not get it on the fat part of the bat, but just placed it perfectly. So now Isaiah Landry comes up.
Up to hit number 1, Isaiah Landry.
Landry has walked and been hit by a pitch today. Well, Schmidt got a double play to end the 8th. Another one here would be fantastic. Here comes his first pitch. Landry swings and misses. Strike 1. Well, Brewer, who was playing close to second on the first pitch, now shifts over. Closes the hole on the left side a little bit. Here's the 0-1. Landry shows bunt, and it's foul. So it's 0-2 now to Isaiah Landry.
And from the 4th inning on, the Merchants were able to have the runners in scoring position except back in the 7th inning. But they've only have put up 3 runs.
And the Seagulls have been pitching in traffic for a lot of this game. Only given up 3 runs. Schmidt trying to keep it there. The 0-2. Strike 3 called!
Great pitch by Schmidt to get him looking on the outside corner for strike 1.
Landry's a tough guy to strike out. That's only his 11th K of the summer.
Number 2, Kai Lax.
And here comes Kai Laxa.
Now, the only time Kyle Laxa did reach on base was back in the 1st with the walk.
There's strike 1 with a fastball. Here's the 0-1. Laxa takes strike 2. Schmidt peppering that outside corner. So after back-to-back leadoff singles, Schmidt has struck out Landry, and he's ahead 0-2 on Laxa. Schmidt nods at the sign. And throws. Line drive, base hit into right field. Stopping at third, Rodriguez. The throw in cut off by Wall. And now the bases are loaded with the tying run in scoring position.
Things are certainly getting interesting here at the Tom Lawler Field. Top of the 9th inning, bases loaded. Merchant's been getting runners on, but it's just the Seagulls pitching that's been knocking them down. But just like what we saw with the Seagulls offense, all it takes is one swing to get them going.
Well, it's never easy, is it? Bases loaded, 1 down. Rodriguez at third, Lewis at second, Laxa at first. Lefty-lefty matchup. Gomez 0 for 3 today. First pitch. Breaking ball. Strike 1. Schmidt nods at the sign. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1. And this Merchants rally that's loaded the bases. A little bit of luck has been on their side. Rodriguez's hit was a ground ball. Lewis just kind of blooped one into right. They're the men at second and third. Now 1-1 to Gomez. Ground ball up the first base line. It hits the bag, but Wall stays with it and takes it to the bag for out number 1. It's out number 2. That makes it a 1-run game.
And that's the positive side of having some extra insurance for them. They still lead by 1 run with 2 outs. They are getting the outs they can get here. And now they only need 1 more to get out of this game and get another win.
Yeah, how big does that RBI single from Lopez that got the insurance run look? Now Schmidt does have a base open, facing Angelo Luna.
Which is another lefty, which is probably why Mark left him in there to face these lefties in the Merchants lineup.
Oh, what a block by Ethan Lopez. That gets by him. It might be a tie game.
Yeah, Ethan
Instead,
Lopez
it's only ball
been
1.
working tonight.
Lefty versus lefty. One of the highest pressure moments in this Seagulls season. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at second. The 1-0. Luna takes strike one. Fastball right on the corner by Schmidt. A perfect pitch. One ball and one strike. Schmidt delivers. Luna takes strike two. Wait, did she not call that a strike? Oh, 2-1 the count. Guess my eyes are playing tricks on me. 2-1 now. Luna swings and misses. Whoa, Laxo was way off second base. Maybe he thought that was strike three. Well, someone said from the Seagulls dugout you gave the signal. I certainly thought she called
strike on that breaking pitch away, correct?
I don't know. The count as it stands is 2-2. The Seagulls a strike away from victory. And the pitch in the turret, and another heroic block by Lopez. The count is full. Kyle Sandner on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Schmidt comes set. Here it is. Strike 3 called. Seagulls win. George Schmidt, the 9th, with the 6-out save. The Seagulls have beaten the Merchants 5-4.
What a win by the Seagulls, and what a great pitching performance by Schmidt and the starting pitcher, Finn Whalen. They've been getting runners in traffic almost every inning from the 4th inning on. Was nothing but runners in scoring position and runners on, but they did not fold, and they were able to get out of the innings unscathed, except for this inning putting up an extra run. But nonetheless, Seagulls offense came alive late in the game in the 7th inning by putting up some runs with scoring position.
And it's hard to believe that George Schmidt, the 9th, just graduated high school a few months ago. How about Finn Whalen pitching 7 innings of 3-run ball, throwing 134 pitches, leaving it all out the line in San Bruno tonight. The Seagulls beat the Merchants 5-4. How about the offense showing up, scoring 5 runs, some clutch, timely hitting. What a win tonight for the Seagulls.
Yeah, it's certainly a big win for the Seagulls. Offensively, they were doing great, moving runners over, but it was just getting the job done and bringing them in. But from the 7th inning on, they did a great job bringing them in. Getting those walks was also a big factor for their offense as well. And the hit by pitchers back in the 1st inning, which did bring them in to run, so they were taking advantage of those free bases they were given.
All things considered, a very cleanly played game for the Seagulls, and a nice win to open up this homestand. They will take on the Crawdads tomorrow and the Legends to end the season the day after that. First pitch always at 6:05 here. That'll do it for us tonight. I'm Brennan Dumesnil-Vickers for Johnny Maldonado and our producer Drew Meidel saying so long, and we'll see you tomorrow.